Welcome back. So what we're at today, we are cleaning out calving pens. Rory's just over bedding calves and stuff there. I'm gonna go feed here now, and then we are gonna take a look at a Heifer's foot. She just calved there 2 days ago, but she's got digital up through her clout, so we're gonna lift her foot and treat her for that. As you can see, we've got a fertilizer now, but as you can also see, a slashing. We actually got our slurry spread, piped it out Wednesday this week, piped all around home, got away okay, few marks here and there, but it's just to be expected. Hey, we got a couple of dry days together and we just went for it. Got away a lot better than I actually thought we would have. It brought us out. It's out now, and hopefully, weather permitting, we can get a few days together to get our fertilizer spread next week, maybe all going to plan. So we'll get the cows fed and we'll take a look at that wee Heifer's foot. It's a great sight to see the tank being so empty. Took about 200,000 gallon out of it, about 3,000 to the acre. Over the whole land. Should be good stuff. It is mixed, so digestate, pig slurry and dairy slurry all mixed together, so should make great feed for the ground. It's going to leave us definitely spreading a lot less fertilizer. If we can just get a bit of heat now into the ground, it's bitterly cold here today. If we can get a bit of heat and a bit of good weather, the ground should really take off from that. Yesterday as well, we had KEENAN out servicing this feeder. This is an old feeder. Let's say it's probably early 2000s, if I was to guess. But the problem we had was this was not counting right. She was actually trying to go down, so she was going into the minuses all the time. For some reason, she was moving on me all the time, which just can't have that, because you can't be overfeeding or underfeeding. It's dear enough without feeding more than you have to. And what else he done? He took off all these coverings here, checked all the bearings. Says this one's ready to go. There's actually a rubber seal sits on the other side of that. I'll actually just take you up and show you. So if you can see in between that, there's like a wee rubber gauze that sits around the whole of that, and there's a wee lip on it just on that side, and it's allowing silage and water and stuff to get in there, and it's doing harm till the bairn. So he says we might have to change that, as well as you can see. Don't know if you can see them black blades. Put new blades anywhere it was missing. Sometimes you can just lose blades just with wear and tear and stuff. Put new blades into her. He says we probably should have put new rubbers on them, because it takes just a wee bit longer to empty. Also, what it does happen, those rubbers aren't too bad, to be fair, but what can happen is meal can, because those rubbers aren't straight, meal can just fall down and through them, you know, so it takes longer for the meal to mix in round with the silage. But no, that's a good job to get that done, because we do use we put a bale in through that every day, and the better that's chopped, better for the cow, easier to digest and whatnot. So another thing he did do was just show you here now what actually was wrong with the feeder. It was wiring. There's, where is it now? I think it's in there somewhere underneath that. There's like a wee plug and a couple of wee plugs, and the wiring going from that was all chewed up by mice. Mice always was in around just with meal and stuff. It was they chewed it all away. So it's all going perfect there now, mixed yesterday evening, and it was going perfect. Big chain that drives that, I'm sure anyways that have Keenans know what I'm on about. Sits on a big flywheel in there. It's loose, he says, it's going to go, so I'll have to get a new chain for plan for the future for that wee feeder there. I don't know whether I'll go Keenan again or just go paddle in general again. We do like to have a good supply of bales, because we only have one pit here. It is a decent size of a pit, but we need to carry enough bales that between cuts we need to have at least a fortnight's worth of good quality bales sitting there to get us away till the pit's ready to be open. Sorry. So that's why we like to make between 300 to 400 bales just to have enough. Leaves it flexible too. If the weather's not on your side and you have a wee bit round home to do, you can just do the drier fields and let you away, instead of doing the whole lot and making a contractor come for a couple of acres or ploughing on and doing damage to ground. So we'll get a new chain put on that, and we'll get that bearing changed, and probably in the next 2 years I would say I'll probably be changing that wee feeder, and I will more than likely be going tub, just for the simple fact it's better at handling bales. So yeah, I'd say that's what the route will go in the future. Not that there's anything wrong with the Keenan. Keenan mixes very, very well, perfect mix in fact. It distributes very well. Definitely can't say a bad word about it. The only thing I can say is they don't like bales, and I had bale handlers. I'm sure most of you will know what bale handlers are. They're just like wee spikes that sit inside the opening of the feeder, and they don't allow big amounts. They just kind of pull it in gradually. But I found with what the spikes I had, they were too straight, so when they were bouncing up and down, they were just firing the silage round. Now I don't know whether they were the wrong spikes for that machine, because I have seen I've seen just other Keenans in general, and the spikes seem to sit down lower into the feeder, which wouldn't allow that to throw it out round the feeder. So the spikes could sit down maybe 8 to 10 inches into the feeder, whereas mine was sitting like pretty much level with the top of that feeder, which was causing the silage going out round herself, and it was just making a mess. So I took them off her, and what we do then is we just put it in 4 sections. So we cut the bale in half, and then we take half of that again and put it into the feeder, and that works well, to be honest. If you put too much into her, what we find happens, she breaks the link in the chain, or she'll break the shear bolt. She should break the shear bolt first, but we have a heavy shear bolt on that, just because we had a tractor in the past, and this is a problem on a lot of Massies. The PTO engages too quickly, which breaks the shear bolt. So what we had to do there was we had to put a heavier gauge shear bolt into it. So we'll do a bit of feeding here now, and then we'll go check that heifer's foot. Right, that's our meal in now. So what we're feeding here at the minute, we're feeding 6 kilo a head of blend, and then that small grey bucket that you seen me put in, that is actually a toxin binder. We put that in. We had problems when we first opened that pit with heating, and that was causing issues with cows. We had cows just randomly going off milk, swollen hocks, that kind of thing. So we put in, we actually were using a different product before we came on this product. The other product didn't work as well. This product is excellent. It's All-Tech actually. The people that own Keenan have made it. It's I don't know what's in it, but it is bulletproof. Does a very good job. We run it at a low rate all the time, and it just provides a bit of insurance for us that if there is anything that we stumble upon that's in that, or even stuff that's in the mail, like that we're protected at all times and you don't have any issues or problems from toxins building up.
All you know is all a lie, all caught up in paradise, running away from everything real, everything that hurts to feel. All you know is all that you've put up to keep you from the truth, the wall to keep out all the hurt, only to keep out all that's worth.
The lesion on the front of our clout, so we get a bit of zinc paste on it and wrapper. foot up. Start twisting or at it. I'm just trying to jam as much of that waste in the middle of that flute as possible. It's very hard to kill anything through your flute. Piece as far down in here as possible, so that stays on. You want that on probably minimum 4 or 5 days anyway. You have to get enough contact time to actually kill the dermatitis. That's why I'm making sure I'm pushing it down as far as I can. That's the first one done on the push. I never bothered trimming at her because she's a young heifer. She has good feet, good hardness there, there's no soft spot. That's just her digital, so I didn't bother coming at her when near a grinder. All I want to do is kill that dermatitis, so that should be her now. We'll let her out now. We'd all done now. We just give her a quick wash and put her back where she belongs. Great job. That there is a godsend, been fit to lift that foot because dermatitis, when it's in between the clute like that, it's very hard to kill by just bathing. You nearly need direct contact with it for a number of days to get it to kill properly. So no, that is a great job now, I must say. You probably see behind me we have a few gears to calve there. We calve anytime really. Probably had a calve born here now pretty much every day in March so far. So I think we only have 3 or 4 heifers to calve and 9 cows, so we're getting through them rightly. Hopefully have it all read up well for May. As you see, calf pens are filling up. There's smaller heifers in there. These ones are off milk now, they're weaned. Yeah, busy times at the moment. Hopefully get fertilizer spread here next week. Really need to be getting on now shortly. As you see, probably can't see it there, right out there. We're washing our tanker. It's probably an ornament of a thing at the minute for most people, but we give her a quick wash after the winter. Old green jar and stuff builds up on her. So we've all our slurry out now. As I say, we marked a few places, nothing major now, thank God, but I think it's everywhere. As a man that was spreading slurry said to me, they've left their signature everywhere nearly. So you know, ground's wet when the pipes is marking everywhere, like, so it's just the year we have. All you can do is just keep going, keep the head up, and make the best of it. Well, that's what we've been at. So I'm going to go now, get tagged ready, and we're going to tag a few calves now, just keep on top of the thing. But if you like this video, give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and until that, we'll see you in the next one.